Hey everybody, this is Grant, your old noise pal from Hardtech Studios. Today we are kind of dissecting the whole process between the Circuit Monostation, the Moog DFAM, and the Mother-32, and how my last track from last week, Stay and Haunt Us, was created with no MIDI. And it was really fun doing it. I mean, it was kind of a headache first figuring things out. I've done it before, but I got it done. I got it done really smoothly, I think, with very few mess ups in the live jam and some really great patching. Yeah. So, just so you know, this was recorded and all that with the Zoom L12 live track. I love this thing. It has never let me down. It's everything I need. It's got some extra features that sometimes I use, sometimes I don't, but they don't get in the way of what I need to do. And that is great. So, the Circuit Monostation is I don't want to say a groove box. I believe a groove box is something with drums, melodic elements, and effects. Now, this is just a bass synthesizer with a sequencer, but it also has the effect of distortion, so I mean there's that. But yeah, this is a bass synth with a sequencer, but it's also a CV Eurorack controller, because while I do not sacrifice my bass synth, which is the bass line of the track, I'm able to still control using 3 cables, the Moog DFAM and Mother-32. So this white cable right there is actually going to go under the monostation, thanks due to the stand I got here that the Modwave stand that I reviewed a couple episodes ago. And I got it under here, plugged right into the ADV clock, which is advanced clock. The reason why is because if you notice on the tracker right now, I've got it set on the 8th step. And what it does is when you hit play, it's going to move on to the next step, not start with the 8th step. So for instance, I'm about to hit play here. Let me see if I can get all that in one frame. It's hard to. And I'm going to stop it right here. So, that is why I have it there. Now on to the yellow ones. This first one is the gate control for the Mother-32 right here. And then you have the CV control right here for the pitch. Now, if I wanted, I could use this extra port, which is the auxiliary CV, and actually use an envelope, the LFO, whatever, to control one other element. So if you were smart about it, you could actually use this amazing box to sequence 2 different other synths or drum machines, CV-wise, without compromising your synth right here. So we've got that. So yeah, all those connections. Now we're doing different connections from the DFAM and Mother-32. This one right here, this is the velocity sequencer control, and I am routing it to the voltage control filter modulation. There we are. No, that's not it. Right there. So every time the velocity is changing on something, it's going to modulate whatever it's plugged into. Next up, we have the sequencer pitch. So now whenever the pitch is changing, that's controlling something else. I've got that going to a mult on the Moog 32, Mother-32. The first of that is going to the FM, and the second is going to the noise level. Now you will see me actually pulling this out and plugging, say, in the velocity, which now you're messing with the velocity of the track using pitch. And even the VCA decay, which just kind of puts a different envelope on everything, making everything sound even bigger. Without it, I mean, that's just one less thing that's being controlled by the sequencer. So I believe that covers everything. Here we have, no, we already went over that. So too many cables in the way. This cable right here, the LFO square, is going to, is going to the external audio. So I'm actually bringing the LFO up to an audio rate, as you can see by the blinking, and using that as a second oscillator, which is why I have mix about at I don't know, 11 o'clock or so, 10:45. So yeah, now I have two oscillators. They are not perfectly synced, so that's why you get such a unique sound from them. Let's listen to that real quick. So brought that up. So yeah, almost microtonal. So now we have the LFO square, or the LFO pulse, or VCO pulse, I'm sorry, going to the LFO rate. So now that makes it even more microtonal because it's almost like doing this really quick. So let's see, what else? Am I covering everything? Yeah, that's everything. That's everything patched. Beyond there, it's just the audio output of each instrument going into here for this. And from here, we can actually kind of just jam out and remix this.